This conference will now be recorded.
So in the previous session, we have discussed about the concept of OWD, and we have discussed what exactly the OWD and what is the use, and what are the various OWD options are available in Salesforce, and which options are applicable for what objects we have discussed in the previous session. And then we have discussed the option called as private, what exactly the OWD option private. Whenever I'm making the OWD for an object as private, what will happen? Yesterday we have discussed, and then how can we share the record to other people by using the sharing feature we have discussed. So we have discussed about the concept of sharing and how to share the record, how many ways are available, we have discussed. So whenever I'm making the object's portability as private, then if any of the user creates a record inside this object, okay, if any of the user creates a record inside the object, then the record will be visible only to the owner of the record and his manager. The record will be visible only to the owner of the record and his manager. The person who has created the record, that person will be able to access the record, and then his manager will be having the full control. Other people will not be having the access on the record. Okay, other users inside the organization, like siblings and the subordinate people, those people will not be able to access the record. So to make that record to be visible to the other people also, we are using the feature called as share. So as part of that sharing, we are having three types of sharing mechanisms are available in Salesforce. First one is manual, second one automated, third one artificial. Then how can we share the record manually? We'll see practically. Okay. So now here in this case, I would like to show you the practical part, how to share the record to one user or to the multiple users. We'll see practically. Now, first we'll go with that manual sharing process. So what do you mean by this manual sharing? Manual sharing is nothing but the process of sharing the record to one or more users manually with the help of sharing button. So by using sharing button, we can share the record to one or more number of users with the required level of access. Okay, with the required level of access, we can share the record to one or more number of users. That facility is available. Now, in this case, by using this feature, we can share the record to one or more users with the required level of access. With the required level of access, we can share the record to one or more number of users. That possibility is available over here. Now, so in this case, how can we share the record to the users manually? Now let's see practically in this case. How can we share this record? Now let's see practically in this case. Now, so now let me explain that process over here. So let's take a small use case. How can we share the record? If you know one process, then remaining process will be very, very easy. Let's take a use case. Now, create an account record inside the object by using development user account. And share the record to manager user with the read-only access. So now what I want to do is I want to share the record to the manager user. So whenever we are making the objects OWD as private, then what it will do, you know that concept. So this is the level of hierarchy that we have inside our Salesforce instance. As part of the organization, this is the hierarchy that we have. So now tell me, so now whenever the development user creates a record, okay, whenever the development user creates a record, the record will be visible to whom? Record will be visible to the development user as well as his manager, that is training batch user. But the other users will not be able to access the records. Now my requirement is what? I want to share this record to the manager user also. With what level of access? With read-only access. I want to share the record to that particular manager user with read-only access. So through read-only access, I would like to share the record to the manager user. Then how can we do that? Now let's see practically in this case. Then what we need to do in this case here? Now, first of all, we have to log in into the development user account. Okay, now as a step one, first of all, as a step one, log in into development user account. Log in into development user account. Once you are logging into the development user account, then we can create a record. Create an account record inside the object. I want to create the account record inside this object. So now whenever he is creating an account record, the record will be visible only to the development user and his manager, that is training batch user. Other users will not be able to access, like as manager user, testing user, customer user, these people will not be able to access the record. But now I want to make my record to be visible to that manager user. So that I would like to share the record over there. So let's, as a step 3, share the record to manager user. Manager user with read-only access. Manager user with read-only access. Then how can we share the record? Now in this case, let me use the navigation. Open the record to be get shared. Which record you want to share? Just you can able to open the record here. Click on sharing button. Click on sharing button. Click on add button to add the users to be get shared. Select the users type from the pick list. So based on what you would like to share the record, upon sharing the record, here you will be having 4 options available. You can share the record based on the user, based on the role, based on the roles and subordinate, and based on the public. These are the 4 options are available. From this, which you would like to use? My requirement is what? I want to share the record to the users. So that select the option as user. Select user. So now which user you would like to share? Select the user to whom the record gets shared. Select the user to whom the record gets shared. So for example, I would like to share the record to the manager user. Manager user. Select the user to whom you want to share the record. And then select the level of access. What is the level of access over here? I would like to specify. That means the account level of access. I want to select that read only. I want to select read only. And then click on save. Okay. This is the process we have to follow. How to do that, I will show you practically in this. Okay, how to do that, I will show you practically, and then I will show you the testing mechanism also. How to test it. Whether the record has been shared to the people or not, we'll see. Okay, through practical also. We'll see. Not only we are granting the permissions, we have to test it. Okay, we have to test whether the permission has been granted to the user or not. We have to test it first. Now, so let's see how can we share the record. Let's go to the Salesforce instance and log into the development user account. Go to the manage users, click on users. Now, go to these users. I want to log into the development user account, so go to the development user account and click on login. Now, currently I'm into the development user account right now. Currently I'm into the development user account. As a development user, I'm creating an account. Click on this accounts tab. Click on new button to create an account record. I'm selecting the account record name like Manuall sharing account record. I'm indicating the account number like a 5555. Type some prospect, industry some banking, annual revenue some 45 lakhs, and the rating I'm indicating hard. Phone number I'm giving some value. Fax number I'm giving some value. Website I'm indicating like as cognizant. Ownership public.
Sir,
Customer
what is
priority
about
high. Active status some yes. These are the values which I have entered inside my record.
hello?
So whatever the values you want, you can able to enter that. No need to enter all the values. You can enter whatever the values you want. Yes.
What about parent account, sir?
Parent account in the sense, suppose if you want to relate this account record with another account record, then we can select the parent. Okay. That means we can able to relate one account record with another also. Like for example, whenever you are joining into this particular course, like you can give some reference, nothing but you can able to inform them, boss, I got the reference because of one of your old student. That means you are giving the name of the reference, nothing but another student, another person. Like the similar way, so I am also one of the customer. So now I came to you because of one of your existing customers reference. So who is that customer? This is the customer. Because of this person's reference, okay, I came to you to buy the product from your organization because this person has given very good feedback. He has given the reference to me, so that I'm the like that. For that one, we can relate one account record with another account also. Is that possibility, sir?
Okay, sir.
No. Now I'm creating this account record. Now click on save. So there is a custom validation is available here. PAN number we have to enter. So PAN number I did not enter over here, but there is a validation is available on that PAN number field. So now let me add that PAN number field on this particular user interface. Now, go to the accounts page layouts. Let me verify what fields are available inside this. There is no such fields. No. So let me create that account record by logging with the development user account. Let's see what exactly the problem about it. Login with the development user account. Currently, I'm in the development user account over here. Click on new. I'm entering the data. Manual sharing account card. Account number, some value. Type some prospect. Industry banking. Annual revenue, some 40 lakhs. Rating, some heart. Phone number, some value. Fax number. Website. Ownership public. Customer priority high. Active status yes. So I'm going to be creating an account record inside my object. Now click on save. So it is indicating we can't save this record because create a new account, new related contact record for account process has been failed. Now this is a problem. So what is this problem over here? Now we are using this the 332 account over there. So now in this case here already there is a custom validation is available. That means there is a process is available over there. So on that account object, whenever an account record is created, immediately it is creating a related contact over there. So let me deactivate that. There is a process builder is available. So let me go to the process builder. On my account object, there is a process builder is available. Create a new related contact over there. This is the one. So I want to deactivate this. Deactivate. No. No, let's done. So let me go back to my user account. Okay, you won't get this kind of problem over there inside your account because here already I have created a process builder. That's what it is giving the issue. Now log into the development user account. Go to the account, create a new account record. I'm indicating like as Manuall sharing account. Account number, some value, type, industry, some banking, annual revenue, some value, rating, phone number, fax number, website, ownership, some public, priority high, active status yes. Now I've entered the data. Now click on save. Now my account record has been created successfully. So now here I have created an account record successfully. So now this is the account record which I have created. Who has created this account record? Development user. So who is the owner of this record? Development user will be the owner of this record. So it is indicating account record owner is development user. So now in this case, for this account object already we made the OWD as private. Okay, for the account object we made that OWD as private. So whenever we are making the object sortability as private, then what will happen? If any of the user creates a record, the record will be visible only to the owner of the record and his manager. Other people will not be able to access the record. Okay, now other people, that means here now, like as manager user, testing user, customer user, they can't access. Only the development user will be able to access the record, and then system admin, that means training back user, will be able to access the record. Other people will not be able to access. So maybe those people may be accessible here. I want to cross check that. For my curiosity, I would like to show you that. I want to test. Now in this case, so let's see how can we do that. So now let's go to that. Log in, log out from this user account. Log in with the manager user account. Maybe he can able to access my record or not. Test it. Log in with the manager user account. Go to the account object. Get all the account records. Let's see. Will this person is able to access your record? No. So this is the manager user. Manager user is not able to access the record. That means, so now only the owner of the record and the other user, only the owner and his manager will be able to access the record. Other users inside the organization, like as subordinates or siblings, those people will not be able to access your record. This is the functionality of portability private. Now, so in this case, what is my requirement here? My requirement is create an account record by using this development user account and share the record to manager user with read-only access. Right now, just now we have tested that manager user is not able to access my record, but now my requirement is what? I want to share my record to that manager user with what level of access? With read-only access. I want to share this record to the manager user with read-only access over here. Now, so now let's see in this case, I want to share my record to that manager user with read-only access. Then how can we share? So let me go to my account, that is development user account. So which record you want to share? Okay, manual sharing account record. This is the account record which I would like to share to the people. To whom you want to share, we can share that. Then how can we share now? Let's see. Upon sharing that record manually, click on sharing button. Okay, click on sharing button. I have clearly given the steps one by one. So now I have created an account record by using the development user account, and then I'm sharing the record over here. Share the record to manager user with read-only access. Now, how can we share? Click on sharing button. Okay, click on sharing button. So now currently it is displaying this information that, so currently the development user is able to access your record. Currently, development user is able to access the record because he is the owner of the record. It is indicating here user. He is a user, that is user development. He is having the full access on my account record. Why? What is the reason? Because he is the owner of this record. The reason is because he is the owner. He is having the full control of this account record because he is the owner of the record. He is the person who has created this account record. So that he is having the full control. Now, so now in this case, what I want to do, I want to share my record to the manager user. How can we share? Click on this add button. Click on add button. Now select that to whom you want to share the record. You will be having 4 options are available. We can share the record based on users, based on role, based on roles and subordinate, based on public group. That means what are the users you have selected, to the users we can share. Okay, what are the user you have selected, to those users who can share the record over there. That is the first one. Second functionality, role. whatever the role we have selected. For example, if I'm selecting like a CTO role, in that CTO role, who are all the users are available to everyone, we can share in one shot. Based on the role also, we can share the record. That means that already told you one role can be assigned to multiple users. Like as with the designation software engineer, so many people are available over here, so that whenever I'm sharing the record through based on the role, then in that role, who are all the users are available, everybody will be able to access the record. Now, suppose for example, if I'm selecting roles and subordinates, whenever I'm selecting the role like a CTO, in the role CTO, who are all the people are available to everyone, it will be sharing the record. Along with that, if the CTO person is having any subordinates over here, those people also will be able to access the record. This is the functionality of roles and subordinates. And then public groups. That means here, I don't want to share all the people over here. I have some specific group of people are available to whom I would like to share the record. There is a sales group is there. To those people only I want to share. In my team, I'm having few members are available. So to those members only I want to share. Not to the other people. Like that here, we can share the record based on the user, based on role, based on roles and subordinates, based on public groups also. That facility is available. Now, so to whom you want to share the record as part of my use case, I want to share the record to manager users. So that select that option like as users. Whenever I'm selecting users, whatever the users are available inside the organization, all the users information will be getting populated over here. To whom you want to share, I want to share the record to manager user. Select that manager user. Select the manager user. Okay, this is the user to whom I want to share. What level of access you want to grant? I want to grant on the account object, so the account record you would like to grant either read only or read write. Okay, so which access you want to grant as part of my use case? I want to grant read only access. That means the person just can able to see the record only. He can't modify, he can't read the record without my permission. Now click on save button. That's over. So the record has been shared to the people over here. To which user the record has been shared? To the manager user. What level of access? Read-only access. Why these people are able to access the record? Because of manual sharing. So manually I have shared the record to the people. That's what that person is able to see the record. Okay. This is how we are going to be sharing the record manually by using sharing button. Now I have shared the record to manager user. Then what is the guarantee that manager user is accessing the record? Manager user is able to see the record. What is the guarantee over here? For that one, I need to do the testing process also over here. Now, step 4, test the record visibility. Test the record visibility. In this case, I would like to do that here. Positive testing, negative testing both. Positive testing, the first one. Login into the manager user. Open the account records. So what is the observation in this case here? What we need to observe? Observation should be now. Shared record should be visible to the manager user. Manager user with read-only access. With read-only access. That means whatever the record I have shared, that record should be visible to the person here with read-only access. Negative testing. Now, login into the manager user. Manager user. Open the record shared by development user. Try to edit or delete the record. And the observation should be the manager user should not be able to edit or delete the record. We should get the error message. Error, insufficient privileges. Insufficient privileges. He should be getting that message that is insufficient privileges. That means here the person should not be able to modify. He should not be able to delete. Just he can able to see, because I have granted what permission? Only read only permission. Now, simple concept. I have created a Google Drive. In that one, keep on updating that videos. So now on that videos, what of access I have granted to you? Only read only. That means just you can play the video through online. That's it. You can't delete the video. You can't download the video. That means I have restricted the permission over there. Only the view permission I have granted to you. You can't modify that video. You can't delete that video. You can't download the video from that Google Drive. Just you can able to play the video and we can watch the video, what are the topic we have discussed. That's it. Like the similar way here also. When you try to download the video, it should give the message to you insufficient privileges. That means you can't able to perform that operation. This is how we need to test it. Okay, this is how we need to test that particular permissions over here. Same concept like as the real world. Now, so let's do that testing process over here. We have to do all these things. This is the real scenarios we have to do in the real time. Because testing is also one of the developer's responsibility, not the complete testing. Okay, just you have to go with that unit testing. Unit testing is also one of the developer's responsibility. As a developer, we have to do. Now let's go with the testing process now.
Sir, I have a quick question, sir.
Yes.
So, so in that area, like a share to, we can add multiple users, like the test managers or some. Like
Yes,
we can
right.
add multiple users, right?
Yes, yes. So you can add the multiple users also to whom you want to share.
Oh, okay.
So now get in this case. Let's test this functionality. Log into the manager user now. Go to the accounts. Get the account records here. Now he can able to see my record over there. Previously this table is empty because he is unable to see any record. But now he is able to see my record, that is Manuall sharing account. Now he is able to see the Manuall sharing account record here. Okay, now. So he can able to see the record here. Even though the record owner is development user has shared the record to the manager user, so that manager user is able to see the record. But he can't modify, he can't delete. So it is showing this button, edit and delete. Let's click on this edit button, observe what will happen. Click on edit button, he is getting the message insufficient privileges. That means, boss, you don't have the permission to modify this record over there. And then click here to go back to the previous page. Click on try to delete the record also here. That means here manager user is trying to be deleting the record. But he is getting the message insufficient privileges. He is not having the access to modify the record. He is not having the access to delete the record. So that just he can able to see the record. This is how we have to do that testing process over here. Okay. Now, so in this case, we have to share the record and we have to test it also by logging with the user account. This is the functionality we have to do, okay, as part of this Manuall share. This is how we are going to be sharing the record to a single user.
Sir, one.
Yes.
So, like, can we select role and exclude some users?
No. If you are selecting the role, in that role, whatever the users are available, all those users will be getting the access. Okay. The next one. One more use case. Now, log into the development user account. And share the above account record and share the above account record to the testing user with the read write access. Read write access. Whatever the account record I have created right now, the same account record I want to share the testing user. So as of now, what we did as a development user, I have logged into that, and then I have created one account record over there. What is a manual sharing account? Manual sharing account. And then I have shared this record access to that manager user with read only. Okay, with read only access, I have granted access to that manager user. Now, my requirement is I want to grant the same record access to the testing user also with read write access. Okay, with read write access, I would like to grant. That means what? Record is only one. Users are many. Users are many. Level of accesses are different. Like development user is having the full control. Manager user is having read-only permission. Testing user will be having read-write permission over here. So now read-write means what? He can see and he can modify, but he can't delete the record. He can't share the record to other people also. Okay, deletion rates are available always owners and not with the other users. Now, observe the scenario. Record is only one. Users are many, and then 3 users are able to access the record. But manager user will be able to just see the record. Testing user should be able to see and modify. Development user can able to see and modify and delete and then share also all. This is how we can able to make the record visibility over here. Is the functionality of sharing. So that depends upon your requirement. We can grant some different accessibility to the different people. That facility is available. Now, let's see how can we do this. Now, let me log in into the development user account now because I am this is the owner of the record here. Log in into the development user account. Open that record, manual sharing account. And then I want to share the record to that testing user also. Click on sharing button. Click on add button to whom you want to share the record. I want to share the record to the user. Select that users to whom you want to share. Testing user I want to share. What is the level of access you want to grant? I would like to grant read write access here. I would like to grant read write access. Select the read write, click on save. That's it, done. For the another user also we have shared the record visibility over there. This is how the administrator will be granting the access on the records to the people based on the role they're granting the different level of accesses.
About related records?
Sorry?
Related records regarding.
So now in this case, related records also we can able to share. Okay, whatever the dependency records are available, those also will be getting visible to the people. Okay.
Sir, can admin share the same thing from their account?
Yes. Admin share their own records also to the other users inside the organization.
Not for his user, for other users.
Yes, he can able to share for the other users as well. Now, because admin will be having the full control.
Correct. Thank you.
Yeah. Now, so now we have shared the record to that testing user. So let me test it. Log in with the testing user now. Go to the accounts. Get all the accounts. Now the testing user also able to see my record, that is manual sharing account. He is also able to see my record. So when you click on this edit button, he is a testing user right now. For the testing user, what level of access I have granted? We can read write. So that here in this case, click on edit button. Now this person is able to modify my record. So he is changing the status to nothing but ownership to subsidiary, and then annual revenue from 25 lakhs to 56 lakhs. He is able to modify the record here. But he can't delete the record over there. When he tries to delete this record, he can't delete that. He will be getting the message insufficient privileges. Okay. Now, so in this case, what happened? Record is only one. Record is same manual sharing account record. On this one, development user will be having full control. Like as he can able to create the record, he can modify, he can delete, he can share, he can perform this operation. On the same record, okay, development user is having the create, and then he will be having the full control of that. And then manager user will be having read-only permission. Testing user is having read-only read permission and write permission both also. So that one record can be visible to the multiple people with a different level of access. That facility is available, okay, as part of your sharing concept.
Or can test
Now,
user share the shared record?
sorry?
Test user can share the record which has been shared by him,
No.
shared by developer.
See, no. See, that's what here. So now let me explain one small concept. So I have created a Google Drive as part of our batch. So in that Google Drive, I have uploaded some session videos. I have shared that Google Drive to you because you are the user. So I have shared that record to you. Okay, but you can't share our Google Drive access to other people. You might be having your friends, your colleagues also. You can't share that Google Drive access to the other people. When you try to share, that record will come, that request will come to me because I'm the owner of that Google Drive. The request will come to me, then I will know that here, he is the person who is sharing our Google Drive access to so and so people. Then we are removing access to all the people. So that means what? I am able to share the record to you, but you can't share the record to the other people over there because I have given that very restricted permission over there. Like the similar way here also. So now whenever we are going to be sharing the record to the testing user is having what access? Read access and write access. Only he can do, but he can't delete, he can't share to other people over there. Okay, these are the permissions.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So now this is how we can able to share the record manually to a single user right now. Okay, this is the concept of manual sharing with single user. Okay, manual sharing with single user. This is what the process we did as of now. Manual sharing, okay, with read-only access, read-write access with the single user concept we did. Okay, now. So now here in this case here, let's see one more concept. Let me give you some measurements also on this one so that we can understand. You can try some more.
Sir, I have one doubt.
Yes.
So the testing user edit the record. So the development user and manager get any notification the record will be changed, edited.
No, they won't get any notifications here. Simply, whenever they're accessing the record, the latest data will be getting visible to them. Okay, latest data will be getting visible. If you want to track that, there is a mechanism is available. Like upon creating that object, there is a option called as field history tracking. There we can able to enable that option. We'll see practically that concept over there. There we can able to enable who has modified the record, when they have modified, everything we can able to track that.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Let me give the assignments. In this case, create an account record by login with development user account and share the record to testing user and manager user in one shot. Manager user with the read-only access. Second, create an account record by login with customer user and share the record to testing user with the read write access. With the read write access. Third, share the record to development user. Share the above record. Above record. That means in the requirement room. Share the record to development user with the read-only access. With the read-only access. Now, so these are the three assignments. Next, the next one. Let's compare simple. So as of now, we did how to share the record manually to a single user, one by one, one by one, one by one. Now, suppose for example, assume that I'm having some group of users. I'm having few users are available inside my organization. I'm having few users. So there is some one user. I'm having another user. I'm having another user. I'm having another user. I have another user. Another user is there. I'm having this another user. I'm having this another user. Multiple users are available inside my application. Now, like for example, I'm having this user 1 and the user 2, user 3, user 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are some 10 users are available inside my application. Okay, these are some 10 users are available inside my application. Now I have created a record. Inside my account object, I have created one account record. Account record. Now I want to share this account record. Okay, now I want to share this account record to the user 1, to the user 3, and to the user 6, to the user 7, and the user 9, and the user 2 also. To these people, I want to share this record. Then what we can do in this case? First of all, we have to create this account record 1, that means account record inside the object. Then click on sharing button and then select these people. Okay, user 1, user 2, user 3, user 7, user 6, user 9, and then share the record by selecting the required level of access, read only, read write, whatever. Okay, fine. So I have selected, I have created one record, I have shared. Now, like the similar way, I have one more record also. Okay, I have another record. That is some account record. This record also I want to share to the same people. What we can do? Then again, we have to click on sharing button, and then we have to select this user 1, user 2, user 3, user 7, user 6, user 9, and then share that. That means what we have to select the same user 6. And then I have created one more account record here. Account record 3. This record also I want to share to the same people. Then what we can do, again open that account record, click on sharing button, select the user 1, 2, 3, 7, 6, 9, and share the record. Like the similar way, I'm having some 1000 records. I'm having some 1,000 records available. Then what? Will you share each and every record manually to this many number of people? No, because upon selecting the user 1, 2, 3, 7, 6, 9, sometimes I may forgot to select any of the user. Then that user will not be able to access my card. The user will not be able to access my record. But I don't want to do that kind of mistakes. For that one, what we can do, whatever the users to whom you want to share the record, you can make them as a group. Don't share the record by selecting each and every user one by one, one by one, one by one. So in this case, what we can do, whatever the users to whom you are going to be sharing the record, make them as a group. Now in this case here, for example, let's see what we can do towards. To whom I want to share 1, 2, 3, and the 7, 6, 9. These are the people. So that what we can do now, let me show you. In this case, whatever the users are available to whom you want to share. I want to share the record to user 1. I want to share the record to user 2 and the user 3 and the user 6 and the user 7 and the user 9 and the user 9. I'm going to be adding these people as a group. I'm going to be adding these numbers as a group. I'm creating it. So whenever you are going to be sharing the record, straightforward, okay, straightforward, simply share the record to the group. Simple. Just you can select the group and then share the record. That's it. In that group, who are all the members are available, everybody will be able to access that record automatically here. Okay, now. So now here in this case here, what I'm doing right now. So now, whenever I'm going to be sharing the record to the multiple people, don't select each and every member manually, because if the number of users are more, upon selecting users, you may be forgot to select any one of the users, so that person will not be get the access over it. For that reason, you can make them as a group. You can make them as a group and then share the record to that group, so that all the members inside the group will be able to access that record. So that facilities are available. Like for example, let me explain one general scenario. Assume that today is a new year. Assume that today is a new year, like as a January 1st. I want to send some wishes to all the people. So inside my mobile, I'm having almost some 1,000 contacts are there. Okay, 1,000 contacts are there. So now tell me, upon sending this SMS notification, which is having some content, like as, okay, Happy New Year, like as some 2021, whatever, 20, whatever, anything, with a good content. So if you're sharing this SMS to each and every person one by one, one by one, one by one, will it take no time? For that one, what we can do, we can maintain our own groups. Inside your mobile, you can create a group. In that group, like as a family members group. In that one, add all the family members' contact numbers. And then create one like as relatives group. In that one, add all the relatives' contact numbers. Friends group, we can add all the friends' contact numbers. Colleagues group, so that all the office colleagues' information we can add.
I can't
so that
hear you.
we are going to be creating groups over here, and then we can share that. And then we are going to be creating the public group. That means we are going to be making those people as a group, and then we can share the record to the group over here. So whenever I'm going to be sending this SMS notification to the group of people, then all the members inside the group will be getting the access automatically. So in that group, who are all the users are available, every user will be getting the access automatically by default. For that reason here, to simplify that, we are going to be making the people as a group. So instead of sharing the record to by selecting each and every user manually and then make them as a group, the group is called as a public group. That's what here, upon sharing the record to the multiple people, then we can able to create a public group also. Don't share the record to each and every user manually. We can share them as a group. That's what here inside your WhatsApp also, Facebook also, Twitter also, everywhere in your social media, we are going to be using the groups. We're creating a group. In that group, whenever I'm posting some information, everyone will be able to access that same concept here also. So in this case, what do you mean by a group? Public group contains some set of users. Simple concept. Public group contains some set of users. Whenever if you want to share the record to the group of people, then simply we can able to create that group. In that group, add all the members, and then we can able to post the message. Nothing but share the record to the group. All the group members will be receiving that notification. Like for example, assume that we are maintaining a WhatsApp group for our class. In our batch, in our class, whatever the members are there, all the members are there inside the WhatsApp. Suppose, for example, today I'm not feeling well, so I want to cancel the session. Then what I want to do, if I'm giving the call to each and every person, it will be taking more time. So simply what I will do, I will post one message inside that group, nothing but WhatsApp group. So hello guys, today I'm not feeling well, so that here I'm unable to take up the session. So today's session has been cancelled. We'll have the session tomorrow. If you're posting inside that WhatsApp group, everybody will be receiving that access over there. Like the similar way, here also, don't share the record by selecting each and every user manually one by one, and then make them as a group that is called as a public group. So upon sharing the record to the multiple people, we are going to be using the feature called as public groups. So what exactly a public group? Public group contains a set of users. A set of users to whom you want to share the record here. To whom you want to share the record. In this case, now it contains some subgroups also. Users, it will be having that subgroups also. Okay, subgroups also. So we can able to group. Now, in this case, for example, let me explain. So assume that these are some Hyderabad people over here, Hyderabad sales group people. So now these are the Bangalore sales group people. Sometimes I want to share some information to only Hyderabad sales group people, so that we can share to this group. Assume that this is the Hyderabad sales group. HYD sales group. This is the Bangalore sales group.
Excuse me, sir. A bunch of people cannot hear you since 10 minutes.
This conference will now be recorded.
Now, so here I'm having this Hyderabad sales group is available, Bangalore sales group is there. In this Hyderabad sales group, we are having few members are there. In Bangalore sales group, we are having some different people. Suppose if you want to share this record to the Hyderabad sales group, then you can share it. If you want to share this record to the Bangalore sales group, we can able to share this one. Sometimes I want to share this record to both the groups. Okay? Then what we can do, in this case, I'm going to be creating one more group over here. I'm creating another group. Okay, this is called as Asia Pac group. Asia Pac. So in this case, what happened? Whenever I'm sharing the record, okay, whenever I'm sharing this record to this Hyderabad, like as whenever I'm sharing this record to the Asia Pac group, in this group we are having two subgroups are available: Hyderabad sales group, Bangalore sales group. These are comes under Asia Pacific region over here, so that both the users, nothing but both the group of people can able to access that. That's what here I told you. So now a public group contains some set of users along with some subgroups also. This is one subgroup. This is another subgroup also. So that when coming to that public group contains some set of users and which can able to have some subgroups also over here inside this. Whenever if you are sharing the record to the multiple people, don't select each and every user manually by your own and then make them as a group and then share the record to the public group. So that whenever I'm sharing the record to the public group, all the group members will be receiving that access on that record, whatever the level of access that you have granted over there. Okay, that is a flexibility. Then how to create this public group, we'll see practically in this case. So if you want to see these public groups, now let's see. Whenever if you want to see this public group, then we are having a navigation is available. Let's see what exactly the navigation. Now let me explain. To see the public groups, you can go to that setup menu. Go to the administrator menu in the left panel. Go to the manage users, click on public groups. Okay, click on public groups. Here you can able to create your own public groups also by adding the users. Okay, by adding the users, you can create your own public groups. Then how to create the public group? Now let's see practically in this case. Now, so let me take a small instance. I want to create a public group over here. Create a public group with the name Hyderabad Sales Group. By adding the testing user and customer user as the group members. Okay, I want to create a public group with the name Hyderabad Sales Group, and in that group, I would like to add 2 members inside the group. Those are called as the group members. So, who are all those group members? Those are the testing user and the customer user, both will be the group members. Now, how to create this public group? Now, let's see practically in this case. So, let me go to my Salesforce instance. Go to that public groups. Click on new button to create a public group. So we don't have any public groups as of now. So click on new button to create a new public. I'm going to be giving the group name. Like for example, I'm indicating Hyderabad Sales Group. Hyderabad Sales Group. So now here we have a small checkbox. Grant access using hierarchies. Grant access using hierarchies. Then what do you mean by this grant access using hierarchies checkbox? If the checkbox is selected, what will happen? If the checkbox is not selected, what will happen in this case? We'll see practically in this case. So in this case here, what will happen is, if the checkbox is selected, that means grant access using hierarchies checkbox has been selected. So now in this case, upon sharing the record to the group, okay, upon sharing the record to the group, in this group, overall the members are available, those people will be getting the access on the record. And then for those people, they might be having some managers, right? So at that time, what about their managers here? You want me to share the record to their managers also or not? Simply you want to share the record to the group members, or you want to share the record to the group members and their managers also here. You can decide. But that one we are having the option called as grant access using hierarchies. So now I don't want to share the record to the managers. I want to share the record only to the group members. That's it. Only to the group members I would like to share. So that I'm selecting this. So who are all the members of this group? Now we can add that. We can able to add that users. Who are all the users of this group here? I would like to add testing user, and then customer user will be the members of this group. Simply we can give that a group label. Okay, group label, and then specify the users who will be the members of this group. Okay, to whom you want to share the record visibility, then you can able to specify that members of the group. So whenever we are going to be creating the public group, we can specify who will be the members of this group over here. Okay, click on save button. So now my public group has been created successfully. That is called as Hyderabad Sales Group. Okay, this is the way we are going to be creating public groups. Now, next, I'm giving some assignments over here. First of all, create a public group, Asia Pac group, by adding customer user and development user as a group members. Create a public group, Asia Pac group, by adding customer user and development user as a group members. Next one. Create a public group, tier 1 sales group or internal sales group. Internal sales group by adding manager user and customer user as the group members. These are the two assignments on this public group. Now, then how can we share the record to the public group? You know this here. So now whenever we are sharing the record manually, as of now we did the manual sharing, okay, by using sharing button with single user here. Now let's see how can we share to the multiple users here. I want to use the sharing button and then with the multiple users. Okay. Now let's see how can we do that. Now let's take a small use case. Create an account record by login with, create an account record by login with manager user and share the account record to Hyderabad sales group with the read-write access. Create an account record by login with manager user and share the account record to Hyderabad sales with the read-write access. That means what? I want to log in into my manager user account and then I want to create one account record. That record I want to share to Hyderabad sales group. So in the Hyderabad sales group, who are all the members are available? Testing user and customer user should be able to access the record with read-write access. So whatever the access that I have granted to the group member group, okay, all the group members will be getting same access over here. In that Hyderabad sales group, who are all the members are available? Testing user and customer user, both will be getting the read-write access over here. So now here in this case, in this Hyderabad sales group, we are having this. How many users are available? Testing user and then customer user with the read-write access. With the read-write access. With read-write access, we can able to grant the permission to the people. Now, so now here in this case here, I'm going to be sharing this record here. How can we do that? So let's log in into the manager user and then share that account record. Now, let me go to that users. Log in into the manager user account right now. Log in into the manager user account. Create an account record right now. Click on new button. I'm creating a new account record, like as public group testing account. I'm creating an account record with the name public group testing account. Type I'm indicating customer direct, industry some finance, annual revenue some 34 lakhs, rating some hard, phone number some value, fax number some value. Website I'm indicating like a salesforce.com, ownership some private. Any value we can do, no problem. Priority high, active status yes. Now click on save button. I have created one account record with the name public groups testing account. Now in the entry point of view, sometimes they will raise a question. I have an account record. Okay, I have an account record. I have an account record. I have an account record. That account record is accessing by few people. That means I have shared the record to few people. Then who are all the people are accessing the record? I want to know. They will raise a question. How can we explain? So which persons are nothing but which users are accessing my record? I want to know. For that one, simply you can go to that record, click on sharing button. That's it. It will list out the people who are able to access this record. That's simple concept. Whenever if anybody asks the question, I have a record, okay, that record is accessing by few people. I want those people's list. Then at that time, simply go to that record, open that record, click on sharing. Okay, list out all the people. These are all the users who are able to access. Simple concept. Now, let's come to our use case. What is our use case? I have created one account record with manager user account. Then I want to share the record to Hyderabad sales. So click on sharing button, click on add. To whom you want to share? To the Hyderabad sales. So that select that option like as public groups. Whenever I'm selecting the option public group, it will be indicating all the public groups available inside my organization. So this is the public group that we have, Hyderabad sales group. Okay. Now what is the level of access you want to grant? Okay, I want to grant read write access. So select that access called as read write. Now click on save. That means here currently the record is accessing by two people here. One is the user, that is user manager. He is having the full access because he is the owner. And then second one, public group, nothing but some group of people are accessing. What is that public group? Hyderabad sales group. They are having read write access here because of manual sharing. Because of manual sharing, they are going to be accessing this. Okay. Now, this is the way we can able to create the records and we can able to share the records manually. In this Hyderabad sales group, who are all the people are available? Testing user and customer user. So both the users will be getting read write access. Let me test it here. Log in into the testing user. Go to the accounts. Get the account record. That is public group testing account. They can able to modify the record also. Click on edit button. They can modify. So record is editable. And then try to delete this one. They can't delete. Okay, because they are not the owners. They will be getting the message insufficient privileges. Okay, now for the testing user we have verified. Next one, who is another member over here as part of this group? Customer user. So let's log in into the customer user. Go to the accounts. Get all the account records. Now public group, okay, testing account will be visible to this person as well. They will be able to modify the record. Click on edit, they can able to modify. And then they can't delete the record over here. Okay, when they click on delete button, they will be getting insufficient privileges. Okay, this is how we can able to share the record with a single user or multiple users also by using manual sharing. This is the way we have to achieve the manual sharing as part of your Salesforce instance. You can share the record to a single user or users also. Okay, this is the concept of manual sharing. Tomorrow we'll see the automated sharing concept here. How can we share the record automatically? We'll see practically in this case. Okay. Tomorrow we'll be having the session as usual, evening at 6 o'clock. Okay, as usual, our regular timings only here. Tomorrow we'll have the session.
Sir, I have a question.
Yep.
When I try to add, share a record through a system admin account, when I clicked sharing, it went to the users and group sharing page, but I'm not seeing the users I created. I had created 4 users, right? I'm not able, those users are not listed. It just says no records to display.
Why? Let me show you that. When you go to this is the system admin account over here. Open this record like some Shyam Kumar. Click on this sharing button. When you click on this add, you will be able to get all. When you click on this users, you can see all the users also, public roles also, public groups also, everything we can able to see. Maybe you did some mistake in that upon creating that, upon sharing that record. Can you list out that steps and then share it to me so that I will cross check that, I will let you know.
Yes, I would. And I did send you an email like almost 3 weeks ago with a screenshot, and I never heard back from you.
Your name?
Shobana?
Okay, sure. I will check it out that one.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.